So walk me through this. How I am with a friend.
They're having a bad day.
How do I know? They told me, or they just seem grumpy?
Just say they seem grumpy. And so, for instance, I've talked to different times that our friend Benji would, like, at one point threw fruit at me. He was throwing blueberries at my head because I was having a bad day. And then it was pretty, if I talk to my mom, she'll go, "Oh, Char, I'm sorry," and she'll be empathetic and understanding and commiserate with me. How do you know which of those approaches is best?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm of so many minds on this one, because I feel like at some point you have to do the state break.
Yeah,
I feel like it is to just constantly be the shoulder to cry on actually becomes almost destructive. I feel like, because then you will be the go-to shoulder to cry on, which you don't want, and you're actually not helping your friend, which is not the best thing for them. So I think at some point maybe you can give them some time to be the shoulder. At some point they need a blueberry to the head, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does it come first or does it come after? Like, do you start with a blueberry to the head or do you start with the shoulder? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it a lot. It's a great question.
Yeah, I don't have an algorithm that can easily be applied, but general thoughts would be severity of the incident, which is of course subjective. But if somebody's mom died, no blueberries to the head.
Yeah.
Like shoulder to cry on for an extended period of time. Somebody didn't do good on a test that they had previously expressed was like not that important. Like, okay, blueberry to the head. Like, hey man, this is dumb. Like, we're past this. But then also I think there's a degree of,
just so people understand, the blueberry to the head is meant to make the person laugh.
Yes.
So to the extent it's not getting a laugh, you need a different tactic.
Yes.
So for instance,
Don't keep throwing the blueberries.
I went through a breakup, and anytime I complained about it, you would play the Taylor Swift song, Never, Ever, Ever Getting Back Together. Mm-hmm. And it would make me laugh because it was just such an absurd way to respond to a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it had pissed me off, the solution would not be to
continue
go back to that the next time I'm sad.
Sure.
Like it was my laughter that cued you in that was a good way to handle it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's not, the idea is not to antagonize the person. It's to interrupt their state so that then they can handle the situation or talk about the situation without an unnecessary weight of whatever state they happen to be in.
Yeah.
And so like when someone's, mom passes away, you want them to be sad. If they're not sad, almost there's like a warning sign that some repression is coming, unless they had a weird relationship or something. So like to the extent that they're in that state, you don't need to break it because that's where they need to be in that moment to cope. So I hope that's helpful context.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think there's additionally, at some point, it is no longer your responsibility to cheer them up. And sometimes I'm sure you've experienced this probably on both sides, which is where somebody feels that it's their responsibility to cheer you up, and you're like, just let me fucking sulk and I'll come out of it. Like, step away, let me be sad or sulky.
Often people come to you though.
Okay, if they come to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can think of a time where like a friend would come to me to sulk. And it's like, I'll let you soak in your apartment, but like I don't want to be sulked at again.
And to that point, there's a time where, and I think you're reading them, to Ben's point, to like, okay, how's this going? How's this going? And also yourself, you're not on the hook forever to go, okay, hey man, it doesn't sound like this is being very helpful to you, and honestly, it's draining me. So I need a break. I need a break from this. But if you want to go out and shoot hoops later, let me know. I'm up for that. I think this is generally a difficult question, which is like, how do you interact with people's varying emotions? And because we all would like to feel happier more of the time, but then we bring each other down, but then we are compassionate and now we're happy together. So it's not a perfect algorithm, but I think keep aware of how you feel such that you're not being drug into the depths. Try some state breaks, like Ben said, and be aware of their reaction to what you're doing so that you're not trying the same thing over and over and over and getting crappy results is the best. All right, hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.